And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Russell. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my cover. He just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. They'll go again here with Akers. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The Rams had 8 and 5 to start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Looking to throw on second down. Russell. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man here, and it's A.J. Hamler. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give up the middle to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off-play action. Russell. And this is caught. He's got him. Touchdown, LA. Rondale Moore. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point line to go is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Banks. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Marshall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakin.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Dances by him. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards there and a line first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 7-7, our score after 1. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Moore, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down. Russell, he'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. K.J. Hamler, 74 yards. And the Rams have moved out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On first down, Banks, and the Rams got it. They bring it down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Banks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Banks. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Banks. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 42.
It's a gain of 3. And the Lions first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And here's Marshall. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw on second down, Russell. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Russell. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 3rd down, Russell. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
An 8-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
This is Marshall.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Throwing on first down. Banks. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. to throw again. Banks. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love that you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Banks. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
54 yards.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, their next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Moore, the man in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Russell. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Russell. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
18 more yards. That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Full run show Fatukasi in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. To throw on 2nd down. Russell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Lions 31, Rams 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Russell. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 38, Rams 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Rams 14.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down now, it's Marshall. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Russell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake, Russell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Chase Lucas, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
On the slant, this is Chark.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Complete to DJ Chark. A gain of 14. And the Lions first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Banks. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Nagar now for the point after.
And the lead is down to 24. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
at the 38-yard line.
Right there, we can do it. Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on second down. Banks. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for Rams.
On first down, Russell. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Horton.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Russell. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, Russell. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game.